Hey guys, welcome back. It's so good to have you here. If you're new, welcome. My name is Cindy and I would love to have you part of my YouTube family. If you like organization videos, go ahead and click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you are notified as soon as I upload a new video. So we're going to start with the fridge. I'm going to show you some different organization methods that I use to organize my fridge that works for me and my family. Last year, I did an extreme fridge organization video showing you how to plan your layout, how to store produce to last longer. So if you've been here for a while, you know that we moved and this fridge is different than the one that I used to have. This is a side-by-side fridge, so I needed to plan my layout for this one. Recently, I started to store my strawberries a little bit different. I used to cut the heads off, but now I wash them. I remove the leaves with my hands, pat dry, and add it to a container. This way, they last longer. All the storage containers shown in this video will be listed in the description box below. These egg containers are amazing. Not only are aesthetically pleasing, but you can see if you are running low. You can store more than a dozen eggs, and it works pretty well for a family that consumes a lot of eggs like us. Before purchasing any organization containers, make a list of your most frequently purchased items. Those are the items that need to be easy access. And personally, I have noticed that if my fruits and veggies are prepped and can be seen, we tend to gravitate more towards those items. What I like to do to keep celery fresh is I cut the stalks to fit a container, and then I fill halfway with water. You can also use a mason jar, fill halfway with water and seal the jar. I need to buy a 64-ounce mason jar to fit all of my celery, but for now, this is how I do it, and it works like a charm. When you see all of those beautiful and colorful fruits and veggies in those clear containers, it's so satisfying. For this fridge, I'm going to work one shelf at a time, but if you don't have a system in place, I suggest you remove everything from your fridge to have a blank canvas to work with. It will be easier to envision the layout and you can play around with the containers much better. So I ended up moving the eggs to the bottom because I didn't have the space, and I did the lettuce. Here I have the strawberries, and in the back I have spinach. And then here on the bottom, I need to remove this, try to consolidate this. It's all over the place. And then I grabbed this container from the pantry because this is a container for canned sodas or canned products, and I need it for my salsa water. So I have extra eggs here that it makes it so easy for me to grab in the morning. So let's see, you guys. So on the first shelf on the door, I have the butters that's gonna stay like that. I gotta fix all those sauces. I have the loose egg, which this container makes it so easy. I just grab it there. And then here, I'm just gonna add all of my ripened avocados so they stay good longer. And then on this side, I always add the Go-Gurts for the girls. And for the next shelf, I'm going to use it for the milks, and on the bottom for the miscellaneous. I know that the recommendation is to add your milk cartons. I believe it's the second shelf where it's colder. That way your milk doesn't go bad every time that you open and close your fridge. But I'm gonna try because this fridge is narrow. I have all the cheeses. This is going to stay like that. If you saw my fridge organization from last year, I showed you these deli keepers. They are amazing, you guys. I use them for cheeses and for bacon. I have the other one on the bottom. My honey ham, my feta, my parmesan, and then the other shredded cheeses are there. And then I gotta clean this baby, which is really bad. My zucchinis went bad. That's why I'm saying that I cannot have any produce like on here. They gotta be on eye level so I can see them. Run away with me, and I'll be good this time around. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. Don't say we're drifting apart. I can't stand to see you with another. Oh, I know I once broke your heart, but I still love you like I do. Love you like I do. Oh, it breaks your heart. No text, no. If you're wondering where is the space for my leftovers, we are grateful to have a garage and a second fridge. That's where I store my extras and leftovers. With you. So run away with me.
me tonight. Run away with me, it'd be worth the time. Run away with me, I'll make you feel alright. Run away with me, and I'll be good this time around. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. Run away with me, come home with me tonight. Run away with me.
And now for some cabinet organization, I needed to maximize the space. This cabinet holds all of my Tupperware and I still have room to grow, but this cabinet is small. It's above my stove and holds my cooking oils, the vinegar, seasoning, and it's inconvenient to get to one bottle without removing the ones in front. So I thought of getting Lazy Susans for these top shelves.
I know we've been through a lot, holding hands while screaming at each other. And I don't know how to start, but I still love you like I do. It breaks my heart, no text, no calls from you. Without you, could shake this off, but you're not that tough.
So I measured a small cabinet and I ordered these pack of 2 Lazy Susans. They're like 9.25 inches and they fit perfectly on this small drawer. But then you see what I do on the other side, because I started taking a lot of stuff from the pantry to put it here. And I really maximized the space in my pantry and in this cabinet.
I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time.
And then I had a little problem. Some of my bottles didn't fit, so I needed to adjust the shelf.
Drifting apart, I can't stand to see you with another. Oh, I know I once broke your heart, but I still love you like I do. Love you like I do. Oh, it breaks your heart, no text.
So I decided to use a larger Lazy Susan that I have for a while to hold all of my cooking oils, vinegars in one container, and then use the small Lazy Susans for the top shelf.
With you, so run away with me.
And then I desperately needed an organization system to hold my seasoning packets and my chicken bouillon. So I'm going to be using one of my top Amazon favorites, these acrylic drawers that I use in most of my organization videos. I use them in my medicine cabinet, under the kitchen sink, in the bathrooms. The possibilities are endless.
And I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. Run away with me, come home with me tonight. Run away with me, it'd be worth the time. Run away with me.
Ever since I transferred my spices from my cabinet to a drawer, I could say that I would never go back. Especially if that drawer is next to the stove, it makes the cooking process easier. One issue that I had was that the jars move around every time I use the drawer, so I wanted some spice risers, and I purchased some that you will see in a minute. Yes, my drawers are too shallow, so I couldn't overlap the risers. Instead, I put them next to each other and it did work. These have a liner, which I didn't remove just in case I find a smaller one on Amazon and I can return those. But in the meantime, it works. So this basket contains all of my leftover spices. They're no longer inside the pantry. And then I did the baking powder, the cornstarch, vanilla extracts in here instead of having it in the pantry. I don't decant those because I barely use like the baking powder and the cornstarch. But they're here, easy to grab. Here I had my bigger spices that for me there's no need to have them in the small spice jars because I use more of that like to make tea. And then this jar is to have extra sugar, and in the back I have my chicken stock. And then on the bottom I have my chicken bouillon, the seasoning packets, and all my cooking oils and my vinegars. I love how everything turned out. I have easy access to my everyday items. I would love to know, what are your favorite products to maintain a good organization system? This concludes today's kitchen organization video. I hope you found this video helpful and gave you some inspiration and motivation to tackle anything on your to-do list. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post fun reels of restocking and organization. God bless you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.